update my ring planner and do a mini plan with me so that you guys could see how I function in this guy. So I'm going to be completely honest. There's a lot of blank in here. There's rarely anything in here. This is the daily section, and as you can see, it starts off on March 18th and then goes straight into Sunday or Saturday, I'm sorry, and so on. I took out everything else that was in here because I was just not using the planner. So I've archived, let me see, these are all of the current inserts that I've archived already. I did use the planner in February. I did start the planner out in February and I really liked it. I don't think I made any updates as to what went on with this, but I did use the planner in February, and I think I switched to A5. I think I had created an A5 ring binder, which so the best thing about that is it's undated, right? So I can jump back in it when I need to, but right now I just need a little bit more structure. Not to say that my A5 rings isn't structured, it's just undated, and I have to print daily pages for it because I did not get around to finishing that out. I might go back into my A5 rings if I'm being frank. I'm just kind of showing you guys that I did use the planner for like a period, and then this would start the beginning of March. So I did start March using this, so it's a day on 2 pages. I did start March, but I did not finish March. Only because I had started using a B6 planner and really wanted to use that. I don't know if I'm going to go back into my A5 rings. I don't know. But I'm going to plan in here and just see, like what's working for me productivity wise. But I have been planning, I've just been planning in this B6, which I've done my weekly planning. Here's this current week. I've done all my weekly planning and stuff in here, and this was last week. And I'll do a whole video on this and all that stuff, but I have been planning, just not as much. So the reason why I chose to pick back up a ringed system is for 2 reasons. One, I had started, so I was using this with the B6, right? And I talked about this at some point on my channel. I talked about, like this has everything for 1 month. It's similar to what I like. It has a weekly, it has a monthly, and then it has my day on 2 pages. But I did not like this because at some point the side where all of the scheduling, meal planning, and stuff like that, it just did not work for me. So I believe I will go back into my A5 rings. It was just really heavy because it was really large. And this is pretty hefty too because it's a zip around and there's 30 millimeter rings in here. So yeah, it's a bit of a heavier planner, really. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll be playing around with a couple of things and updating a couple of things. If I do choose to go back into A5 rings, at least I did go ahead and finish printing all of the inserts. Mainly, I would just have to hole punch them, cut them down, and whatnot. So let's get started with this. So I have not used this really in March, and I feel really behind. I'm going to be doing some back planning in here for the weekly section of March because I just like to keep all of that information, like this was this current week, and then the week before that. Those are the only 2 weeks that I'd have to back plan for, because then this is the last week, essentially last full week of March. So, let's go into this. Now, this is a monthly weekly plan sheet, and one side of it is for your weekly goals, and then another side is for your weekly task. And essentially speaking, let me see, I think it's beginning of February. It is a really useful tool. I'm just trying to find February. So February, I used it. I did use it in February, and this really helped writing out like my top goal goal items that I wanted to do. Not goal items, but like goal task. So if there was something that I kept putting off, I put it in this category so that it would be top of the list. And then for all of the more important tasks that I need to get done in that week, so it could be like budgeting or paying a particular bill or a house chore of some sort, I would put it in this category here. So it would be at the top of the to-do list. So even if I did not have a specific day for it yet, as long as it's getting done in that week, I can check it off. I also referred to this. This one was for February, but I also referred to this when I was doing a lot of my daily planning, because then I could pull, like what was my goal for the day, and then what was the goal task that I wanted to get done that day, and then one important task that I would like to do out of the top list of things that need to get done within this week. So ultimately, the goal and this are technically the same, but the only difference between the two is that I put the things that I've put off several weeks, several days in this category so that we can try to make that a goal to accomplish it, if that makes sense. And then this is just like your basic, but the most important things that you want to get done for that week. I hope that made plenty of sense, because trying to explain it was not ideal. So we're actually going to do March, the one for March. I need to figure out which week we are in, because I have forgotten completely. So this is March 18th. Let's go to the daily, and so we can see which week we're in. Week 9. So that was week 9. That was part of February. So week 9, 10, 11. We are now in week 12. So yeah, so we are here. So I did not do these last 2 weeks, and I won't go back and do them, but I will go ahead and do the last 2 weeks of March. So let's get started. So this week, I really need to apply for my U.S. driver's license again. So while being overseas, my license had expired this year on my birthday. My birthday was back in February, and there was no way to renew my license. I believe I could have done it when I went home back in December of last year, but at the same time, I had a lot going on then, and so I just never got around to doing that. But I need to do that. Like, I need to do the paperwork for it. So the goal for this week is to renew my license for the states. And if you have followed me throughout my planning journey, I like to write full sentences. I'm not really good at abbreviations, but I do abbreviate some things. Another goal that I need to get done this week is I need to go through subscriptions. I need to go through my German subscriptions. Okay. Another thing that I need to do finance wise is I need to rebalance our accounts, because if you guys have watched some videos prior to this, I talked about the fact that we paid a $2,000 electricity bill and it was outrageous. And we just dropped another 300 and something on the electricity in this past month. And then we turned around and we just spent like $500 yesterday on something. So I need to do a serious, that's like the biggest goal of this week, is to do like a serious balance of where we are. And so what makes this hard to do is the fact that I've not been planning like this in a while, at least 2 weeks. So it's trying to do this right now is very hard when I don't know what was done last week, what the goal was, or anything like that. I tried doing it. Here, let me cap this before I get it everywhere. I tried doing my full on, I think I just bumped you guys, I'm so sorry. I tried doing my full on week in this littler guide because I started this out in January, but like if I'm going back, I definitely can see like there's some stuff in here that I really needed to get done. We're planning for this following week, so I need to see what is up, what needs to be transferred. So we paid car insurance, and like because my system has been all over the place since the start of this year, it is really hard to distinguish now where everything is going, because I don't know. I'm gonna leave these top 3 goals of the week alone, and I'm gonna move over into like the weekly tasks. So this week I need to pick a day and get the fridge cleaned out. I need to do my son's food order. I also need to, gosh, what is happening this week? Oh, document my appointments. And would you guys believe it? I have still not put in my glasses prescription. Let's put that on here. I've written it down like several times, but this time we need to get this done. Like so serious. Place. Put down. Glasses. Order. Soon. That one's a really big one. I need my glasses. Driver's license photo. So that's a top task. So far I need to clean out the fridge. I need to place my son's food order. I also need to write down my following appointments. And I need to do the driver's license photo. So I need to go and get that taken care of. And I also need to order masks. Although on base, they have recently dropped the mask mandate for vaccinated people. But I've still been wearing my mask because the last thing I want to do is get sick. But even with wearing a mask, some people still get sick. So, but if I can prevent getting sick, I'd rather do that. So I've continued to wear my mask. They have made it optional though on base. So. And then I think that is it for like my top task of the week. I'm pretty sure something else will come up and I'll have, I do know what I need to do. This is important. I need to pack all my son's old baby clothes. So my son has a lot of baby clothes that we never put on him because he didn't fit some of them, or he grew out of them before we could put him in things. And so we've accumulated more than what we needed, and so we are gifting them away. And so I need to actually pack them now since we have a date in which we're going to give them away. So I'm just going to go through the importance category. So this is obviously important to pack my son's clothes because I'm giving them to someone. And ordering mask is important. And my driver's license photo. And then writing down my appointments is not necessarily important, but I still need to see them. My son's food is important. He has food right now, so if I, like for instance, don't place this order this week, it won't be the end of the world because he still has things. And then I definitely need to get the fridge cleaned out, but if I don't get to it like sometime this week, it will get done. And by that, I just mean like my son has some empty jars in there. I'm pretty sure that they'll get taken care of. So now that I kind of have like my weekly goal and task page laid out, oh, I think I need to, gosh, I wish I had like a to-do area, but I don't. I know for certain on April the 4th, so now I've jumped to forward planning. So I believe, and I actually think I have a monthly in here that I can follow. Let's see. So the 4th, the 6th, I think at noon. So the 6th at noon. Is this April? This is June. These weeks go together. The 4th, 5th, and 6th. So this is Wednesday. So we actually have, so when I write in my appointments, this is one that I can remember off the top of my head. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So appointment with Tara at 12 noon. And this one is important. And hand over baby clothes. And also important. So now I'm going back into March. So this week, my husband will return to work. So actually what I'm going to do is, because today is Saturday, my husband actually works, he actually works tomorrow. So that looks like a holiday. I'm going to write over the holiday. And he takes a test. Okay. And then for the following week, so basically, if I haven't already added that stuff in, I just flip back and forth until I get everything in. So this coming week, I know that my husband is off. I can't remember if it is an actual family day. I also have a package coming. I want to make sure that that's dry. Okay. I also have a package coming on Monday. And I think this package comes from 8 a.m. to 2, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. This one's pretty important. This one is a order. This next package that I'm getting is an order of a new Midori, and I cannot, it's going to be in another video. It's one that I really want to share with you because I have shared the Midori A6 one day, one page, but I have not seen many videos on that, and I have not seen any videos or pictures really of this other one that I found. And I got it from a German shop here. It's about an hour away from our home, and it's called Papier and Stiff, I want to believe. But when I look at the shipment, it says paper and pen. So I don't know, but I got it from there. Which I actually couldn't find the A6 Midori anywhere. And then I just typed it in one day and I found this little shop in Germany that sells it. So luckily it was only an hour from our home and I was able to get it pretty quick versus ordering from like Jet Pens when they had them, and having to wait like 2 or 3 weeks depending. Like I'm still waiting for things from the States and it's taking so long just to get here. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say about that I cannot wait for this actual package. I'm just gonna write a little note that I kind of want to do like my YouTube unboxing video. So YouTube unboxing and review. And I'm going to remind myself, reminder, to take some Instagram photos for that item. IG pictures and reel. And I might create my first reel for the book. So that's one that I'm excited to share with you guys. Outside of that, I'm going to go back to my March pullout. Let's see. Because I didn't put anything on this current week, this week. I know we are getting a milk shipment today. I'm bouncing back and forth, which is something that I tend to do a lot when I'm planning. My son's milk is coming today. Milk shipment out for delivery. And I think this is coming between 4:45 and 8 p.m. today. We usually don't have anything in these boxes for the weekends, but lately we have. Okay, so again, going back to this March pullout. So even though we didn't do these last 2 weeks, there are still things that I can add in here. So this is the monthly overview, and pretty much it is a timed monthly overview, and you can pretty much 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 to 7. And pretty much what you can do is write your timed task in here. It's very, very small. So it's more of the lines like a chart of like you seeing like all your appointments and whatnot. So because we had a recent appointment, I think it's in here though. Let me see. It is. So we had a recent appointment for April, or no, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. For what month is this? March. It says APT and I just thought April. Appointment at 12. But my son got his, oh, that's another thing that I want to document. Okay, so my son got a flu shot. Ashton got second flu shot today. So my son got a flu shot on Monday of this current week, and I just like to keep note of that because if they ask me like when was his last whatever, I mean they could pull it up, but if they don't have it like handy, I could at least memorize that this was the day. Um, and plus, I just like to keep track when I'm going back into reference material. When I reference these things later on in life, I can see like when he got all his stuff. So I don't actually think I need this. So maybe it was April I was thinking about, because April is when the next appointment, the home appointments are. So April, um, pull this out, and I think April 6th at 12. So we don't actually have to fold it out. I can just put it in till April 12. And then actually, I think I do need to fold it out. Fold it out and just draw, maybe not. I know these appointments usually go for about 2 hours, so let's just do that. And this is APT at noon. Okay, and my son actually has an appointment on the 1st, but I cannot remember what time. So I'm gonna ask my husband, since he's the one who made the appointment, and I will more than likely be doing another basic plan with me, like navigating through all of this. Usually I would do like the daily plan. So if I am being completely honest, today is a relatively busy day for house stuff, because I'm doing laundry right now and there's some things that I just need to remember to do. But I don't want to do this right now because I feel like this would get even longer than what it is. So I'm going to leave it at that. But I wanted to show you guys like how I pretty much plan out my important task and run with that, along with all the other systems and stuff that I'm using. If I do if I do decide to go back into my A5 rings, you guys would be the first to know, because I'd be making a video about it, and probably a plan with me in it. But that is all that I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.